Hi, my name is Ashley and I'll be teaching you guys how to bake bread. First, add 4 cups of flour into a big mixing bowl. You could use bread flour or all-purpose flour. After adding 4 cups of flour, you want to add like a half a teaspoon of active dry yeast, like so. And then I like to add a half a teaspoon of sugar. Last but not least, add a cup and a half of warm water. You can microwave it for about a minute, and the water temperature should be between 100 and 115 Fahrenheit, because if it's too cold, the yeast won't activate, and if it's too hot, it's going to kill the yeast. So make sure that it's just warm water, and we're just going to pour that all in there. And the fun part is we get to stir it afterwards. So stir everything together. So after stirring it up, I use my hands to knead the dough, and you want to knead the dough for like 10 minutes. It's hard to do it with one hand, so you could look at like a YouTube tutorial on how to knead dough. But yes, you have to knead the dough for 10 minutes if you don't have a stand mixer. Once you kneaded the dough, you want to add 1/4 cup of olive oil. Making focaccia bread requires you to use a lot of olive oil, so make sure you have some olive oil at home and just put that all in there. So after kneading and incorporating the olive oil, your final mixture should look like this, where there's barely any olive oil left at the bottom of the pot, and it's ready to be proofed. You want to cover the kneaded dough and put saran wrap over the bowl so that the yeast could do its stuff and make the dough rise. Let this dough rise for 20 minutes outside at room temperature, and then transfer the bowl into the refrigerator and let it continue to proof for a day or two, and however longer makes your bread taste better. But because we're short on time today, I'm just gonna let it rest for a couple of more hours. So at this point, I've kept my dough in the fridge for about 2 hours, and for the lack of time, instead of doing it in one day or waiting 24 hours, I just kept it in the fridge for 2 hours, and the dough basically has doubled in size. I don't know if you guys could tell. Yeah. And then once I've touched and played with the dough, I'll transfer it into this baking tray. So with clean hands, I have a cup of just regular warm water. I'm gonna dip my hands in this water and just knead this new proofed up dough for about 5 minutes. I continuously wet my hand and used about a half cup of water until this doughy mixture looks sticky, and it should be looking pretty wet and moist, because that's how the bread will get its airiness and lightness. And then I'll just sprinkle some Himalayan sea salt, would be fine, onto this pan. I lightly oiled my pan with some olive oil, and I lightly salted the bottom of this pan. Now I'm ready to transfer this dough into this pan. After spreading out the dough evenly alongside the pot, I'm just gonna wrap it in saran wrap and leave it at room temperature for 15 minutes for the dough to rise again. So I let the bread rest at room temperature for 15 minutes, and it should have poofed up more. And on top of this, I'm just gonna put some garlic, Italian seasoning. You could use fresh rosemary if you have it in the house, and just some more salt on top. Not too much salt, just a little bit. and yeah, we could pop it in the oven after we're done with that. And your final product should look like this. And I'm just gonna pop this in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 20 minutes, and the bread should be done. So this is how the finished product turned out. I'm just letting the bread rest on a cooling rack. Yeah, enjoy!
Hi Junior High family, I'm Jessica, teacher, and I hope everyone is staying safe, healthy, and warm. Because of quarantine and all, it's sad that I can't see you all in person, but it's great to at least get to meet you all this way. So some of the girls in my small group have mentioned that during quarantine they're staying at home and really snacking a lot, and that their New Year's resolution is to stay healthier. We can definitely enjoy and be thankful for all the blessings that God has given us, but God does tell us that our body is a temple, so I wanted to introduce some healthier options for snacking. And just because it's cold outside doesn't mean we can't enjoy frozen desserts. So today we're going to make a healthier version of ice cream. So let me get everything ready and we'll get started. Alright, so we have all the ingredients we need. It's very simple, not too many ingredients needed. So first you're going to need any fruit of your choice. I'm going to be using sliced peaches. They're already frozen, so you can buy frozen fruits from the market or you can freeze them your own. So if you want to freeze them yourself, you can just cut them up into slices, any fruit of your choice, and you can freeze them just for about 4 to 5 hours and it should be ready to go. And for any liquids, you can use milk. So today I'm using almond milk, unsweetened, but you can use any milk or even Greek yogurt, or just water will be fine as well. And you can add in some honey and lemon juice as well. And some people like to use like lemon zest, that works as well. So for the peaches, you can just bring them right into the blender. This is going to be about 3 cups of peaches. So 3 cups of peaches. And then I already put them into a smaller cup here. So this is 1/4 of a cup, and you can just put it in the blender right away. 1/4 cup of milk or water or Greek yogurt works as well. And honey is 1 tablespoon of honey. One tablespoon of honey. And then you need 1 teaspoon of the lemon juice. And all you need to is blend it together. I have finished blending all the ingredients together, and you're just going to put into a container that you have, any Tupperware that you can use. And you smooth it over as much as you can. And you close can freeze it for about 2 to 3 hours and it'll be done. I'll see you in 2 to 3 hours. So it's been 2 hours and let's see how it turned out. It looks frozen. So I'm gonna scoop it up. So there we have it. Yeah, so next time you crave ice cream, I encourage you to try this easy, healthy recipe for ice cream and enjoy it with your family. Yeah, so hope this was helpful and hope I can see you all in person soon. So yeah, thanks for tuning in today and stay healthy and safe. I see you all soon.